everyone! Yesterday, I asked you to explore other pseudo-randomization possible as stated in the Python documentation. I really hope you read the documentation that it looks so boring, but you can actually apply many of those just for practice purposes. Today, we will proceed to one important random code that we can use, but to be able to use it, we have to rediscuss first the list and how we can use them correctly. So what are lists? Okay, I hope you can see it from here. Okay, lists are collection of items inside a box. Actually, I've used this analogy already before in variables. A variable is a box that contains something that you can use, but the difference is a list contains many items, and it's a type of variable. A basic variable contains only one item, but a list is a collection of items that you can find inside a box. So it also has a name just like a variable, and we follow the same rules. Okay, so these collection of items are actually enclosed inside the square brackets. Inside square brackets. Square brackets look like this one. I'm highlighting it just right now. All right. So, for example, this one, I have written it in advance. This grocery, very common to us women, is a list. Grocery list contains number one, milk, butter, biscuit, yogurt. So I have 4 items on the list. But remember, again, I already mentioned this before that programmers start counting at 0, not 1. So this milk is actually number 0, butter is number 2, biscuits is butter is number 1, biscuits is number 2, and yogurt is actually number 3. So we have here a list of items, and each of the items on the list has a position name, and we call it index or position number. Okay, so index, it's actually already here. Index is a position number of the item in the list. So this one, its position is 0, milk, butter is 1, biscuit is 2, and yogurt is 3. All right, so again, list and index, they are very important terms that we will be using today. All right, so we can actually print something from the list using the index. Okay, say for example, I want to print biscuit. So biscuit has index position or position number of number 2. So if I do this, I'll have biscuit printed here because I called grocery number 2, and on my list, number 2 is biscuit. If I write here 0, what will be printed? Milk. Very good. If I write here number 3, then what will be printed is yogurt. Okay, how about I write number 4? What will happen? There will be an error. So there will be an index error stated here. As you can see below, there is index error list index out of range. This means that I have inputted an index that is not found in my list or in the grocery list. Okay. What if the list contains 1,000 items and I don't want to go back counting or count everything? So I want to print the last item on the list. So let's use the negative. Okay, the last item is -1. And the second to the last item is -2. Why not -0? Because -0 doesn't exist. Ask your math teacher. Oh, all right. So -2 is biscuits. All right. Okay. So that's it for the list. Then we can proceed now to what I have told you a while ago, an important random code. Okay. So here we go. I hope you have seen this. It's not very obvious in the Python documentation, but this is one important code, random.choice. Because yesterday or last time, we already discussed random.randint, random.uniform, and random.random. But as you can observe, they are all those codes randomly select numbers. Say, for example, randint selects from a range of whole numbers. Random uniform select from floating numbers or produce floating numbers, and also random dot random. But what if we are selecting from string like this one? So what are we going to use? So we have here random dot choice. Okay, so random dot choice includes this structure, random dot choice, open and close parenthesis. And instead of writing numbers here as parameter, you can add here a name of the list. Okay, so we have here grocery. Okay, so random choice grocery. Now let's print this one. You can actually write print immediately here, but you can also name this random the choice with a name and then print that name. Okay, so as you can see, we have here milk printed. If we run it again, milk becomes butter. And all right, I clicked the wrong one. Butter, biscuits, yogurt, and then milk. Okay, so that's it. Now, we can actually also use, this one is option one. Option one. We can also use one of the code that I have taught you before. Okay, we have random randint. Okay, let's try using random randint. But again, I told you before, random randint choose from whole numbers. So there's a starting point of 0 because we have 0, milk, butter, biscuits, and yogurt. And the last item index is number 3. So we can select from 0 to number 3. Okay, but remember, the product of these are whole numbers, but we are going to select from here. So what are we going to do? We have to print this according to the index. Okay, how do we do that? Okay, instead of printing the random randint with index 0 to or range 0 to 3, we have to print grocery. Okay, but the index should be the result of the random randint 0, 3. So we have to name this grocery index. Okay, why grocery index? Because this will select randomly from 0 to 3. And the indices of grocery is actually 0 to 3. So whatever will be selected here from 0 to 3 will be the index. Say, for example, if random randint selected 3, then the result will be yogurt. If it selected 0, then the result will be milk. Okay, so instead of putting number here in the index, we will write the index name, which is grocery index. Okay, let's try. We have butter here and milk because we have two codes here. This one print random the choice grocery, and we have grocery index random that randint print grocery index. Okay, both of the codes actually work, but if I were to use, I will use this one because this contains less codes compared to this. But again, both of them work. Okay, I hope you understand the last type of randomization that is for me very important for you to learn. So now let's proceed to our activity for randomization activity. Okay, so this is called rock, paper, scissors. I know you already know this game. So it's like playing against a computer. So I want you to create an app that a player will choose from rock, paper, and scissors. But the player will enter a number instead of the word. Player inputs the index number, the number, instead of the, the whole name, the whole world, the whole word. Okay? So, and the computer, which is the opponent, will choose the among the list randomly. Okay. I hope to show you an example. Just wait for. Okay, let's continue the instruction first. Okay, and then whatever the player and the computer chooses, you should tell who wins and loses the game. Okay, so this is your activity. Recall the codes that you have learned before to complete this task, but as a hint, you will be using if and else. You will be using assignment operators. You will be using comparative operators as well, mathematical operators to do this. Okay? You have few minutes left to do the task. God bless. Save your output for checking later and do your best. God bless you. Okay. So to give you an idea of what I'm expecting from you, so this is it. Okay, never mind the graphics because I added the drawing of the hand with the scissor, the hand and the paper. So disregard that if you want to, or if you really want to create one, then do it. Say for example, this one, what do you choose? Type 0 for rock, 1 for paper, 3 for scissors. Actually, that should be 2. Okay, that's 2. Okay, that's just the program, the typo error. Okay, let's say I chose 1. Okay, the computer chose, okay, instead of rock, paper, and scissors, I actually used this one. But you can choose to use the word, okay? So this one is paper, so I choose 1, which is paper, but the computer also chose paper, so it's a tie. Okay, then let's run it again. Wait for a while. Okay, let's run it again. Let's see what happens if I choose another one. Let's say 0. Okay, so I lose. You lose because I chose 0, which is rock, and the computer chose paper, so I lose. So let me run it again. I choose 2, which is scissors. Okay, this one is the scissor. Computer chose paper, so I win. You win. Okay, last one. I'll choose 0 again. Okay, computer. It's a tie because computer also chose 1. Okay, so these are my expectations. You can have it's instead of this one, you can have the word scissors, rock, and paper instead. God bless you.